Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo, and I am here for Kara no Kyoukai no Kanata no Astra, the show. The movie, the anime, the light novel, the manga, the anime of the manga, of the light novel, of the movie. The viewer's guide. Yeah, we're here for Kyoukai no Kanata, episode 4. Last week's episode was Moonlight Purple. And in Moonlight Purple, we watched as the city prepared for the onslaught of the Hollow Shadow, this mysterious, full Yomu, monstrous thing that's just a dark cloud on the horizon. Hint, hint. It's an ominous dark cloud on the horizon. It's definitely not a metaphor. Yeah, there's an ominous dark cloud on the horizon, and we're trying to prep for that. Bunch of barriers go up all around town as exorcists, or whatever we call them in this world, spirit hunters, put up barriers to prevent their own livelihoods and homes and stuff from getting overtaken by this monster and all the yokai that it seems to be making much more scary. Yomu, fuck. God, watching this and Natsume Yuujinchou at the same time is really difficult. And as these barriers go up, Akihito continued to strive to bring barriers down between himself and Mirai. You see what I did there? We had a bunch of cool conversations with Hiroomi, as well as some hints around Hiroomi and a potential part to play in Akihito's backstory. We had many conversations of depth, I guess, with Mitsuki Nase, who seems very interesting to me, and I'm really intrigued by her and the way that she's shot and the way that she's presented by the show and the way that she like takes control over the show when she's on screen. It's really interesting. We also met this investigator boy who's like some envoy of some big organization that deals with spirit hunting and stuff. And he showed up to Big Sister Nase, and they had some weird conversations, which make me think some interesting things about like these spirit hunters and the clan that maintains and manages all the spirit hunters, but no real like straightforward answers. And then we had the setup slash cliffhanger thing, which is the main thing that I'm interested in, the main thing that we're going to hopefully address in this episode, which is first a nice chunk of Mirai's backstory, which is that she had some childhood friends, and she killed her childhood friend when her childhood friend got totally possessed by the Hollow Shadow. And so there's some triggering stuff going on in the world right now, as the same thing that caused that and makes her label herself as a murderer comes back into town, and yeah, it's fucked up. As Mirai goes out on her lonesome, having told Akihito to stay the fuck away, to, I guess, face this literal cloud of darkness, she is approached and attacked by Sakura, who is, I think, the sister of the girl that she quote-unquote murdered at some point in the past, but she didn't actually murder her. It was honestly like a mercy, because you don't want your friend to be the embodiment slash possessed puppet of this horrifying shadow monster thing, so it's not murder, but whatever, it's murder. And yeah, the sister comes in and is now trying to murder her, at which point Akihito does his whole beautiful microwave slam thing, which again, glorious scene, really well done, just so good, and jumps into the fray, pulls Mirai out of the way, and pulls a "no, you don't understand," which makes me think that what we're going to address in this episode is, who the fuck is Akihito and what's this whole half Yomu thing about? Because it's like the first thing that we learn about him, besides his whole spiel about storytelling and being the protagonist and all that jazz in the opening episode. But like, Akihito doesn't have that much to him right now. He's just a boy who's trying to deal with this weird girl, and also he's immortal, and also he's got some like deep-seated regret and like self-hatred and stuff that manifests in different ways, but we haven't seen the root of it. And it feels like it's time to see the root of it, because he's now jumped into the fray and told Mirai that she doesn't understand anything, her being a murderer or thinking that she's a murderer. She doesn't understand, and that implies that he does, which implies that he's going to let us into that side of himself and that part of his mindset and open up his own story to her. Actually, this plays so perfectly into what we watched just 2 days ago, which was Princess TuTu, episode 19, I think, where we had a nice conversation about the nature of your own personal story and how you like can maintain authorship over your own ideas and like understanding of the world. For example, the idea like I'm a murderer. If if Mirai keeps that locked in, then she has complete control over that thought, right? She can just stew and wallow in, I am a murderer, I am bad, I don't deserve friends, yada yada. But if she opens that up to the world, if she tells Akihito, I think I'm a murderer, Akihito can actually like engage with that part of her story in a way that could recontextualize it for her. The specific example in Princess Tutu is a little bit better because it has to do with like unrequited love and like maintaining control over your own feelings, but when you express them to somebody else, they have a chance to shoot you the fuck down and destroy you. But it really works here too as well because we have these two characters who I think are about to open up their own backstories to each other, and through doing so, maybe form a really sort of awesome bond. Because it's a trope that I've gotten really I have found really appealing recently is this idea that those people who feel different can find union in their feeling of being different, even though they're different from the norm in different ways. The people who are marginalized can find community along with other marginalized people. In this case, murderers and half Yomu, but to turn that into a real world perspective, pick a marginalized group, they can probably relate better to other marginalized groups than unmarginalized individuals. It makes a lot of sense. Anyway, I'm waiting for the Akihito shoe to drop. We kind of got the shoe drop for Mirai in the previous episode. We understand, at least from her perspective, as she told it to us, what her deal is and what her problem is and why she's struggling with it. And it makes sense. It's a little bit irrational, but it makes sense. Now we need the other shoe to drop. We need Akihito's story. Akihito, what's your half Yomu-ness? Are you scared of it? Are the people around you scared of it? Is Mitsuki just an observer? Do you see her as like a ball and chain weighing you down as opposed to like a friend? Do you have friends, like real friends? Can you have real friends? Or do you cut yourself off from that kind of thing because of your own self-hatred? I don't know. I don't fucking know. But I would assume that Akihito and Mirai's positions, the way that they see themselves and their place in the world, are not that dissimilar, and I feel like that's the thing we're going to explore here in this episode. Along with a bunch of humorous super moe moments and cute things, and probably some fighting because this Sakura lady probably isn't going to just be like, oh, I see, you're having a heart-to-heart conversation. Let me just take my gigantic glaive with a chainsaw on it and like a shotgun grenade launcher as well, and I'll just hang out outside and wait for you to continue your conversation. I'm just going to let you do that. Not going to interrupt by attempting to murder either of you. No chance. So we'll see how this goes. There should be some fighting, some serious backstory for Akihito, maybe? Hopefully. That's what I'm looking for. And potentially the forging of some kind of bond in, like, man, we both suck, or we both think that we suck, but each of us thinks that the other is pretty cool, and we can work with that. That's, like, maybe a little bit twisted, but that's a solid foundation for moving forward into this relationship and, like, communicating effectively. That would be really nice. So let's see if any of that happens, or if we go full off into the deep end. I don't know. People tell me that at some point this show goes off into the deep end, and I'm waiting for it to happen. It still hasn't happened. It's been pretty fucking solid all so far. So I'm here for it until and past the point where it goes fucking crazy. So let's watch some show and see if it's good. All right, I've got episode 4, Bitter Orange, of Kyoukai no Kanata, or Kara no Kyoukai no Kanata no Astra, the manga of the light novel of the anime, of the movie of the light novel. Yeah, I've got episode 4, Bitter Orange, up and ready to go. It is sitting at 0 seconds. Ooh, let's just mention that Bitter Orange is one of these that's not quite just a color. There's, like, bitter is a feeling as well. It's a solid emotion. So I'm wondering if we're going to get some bitterness in this episode. I really don't know. But that's our color title for the episode. Let's watch it. Okay, I've got episode 4 up. There will be 2 versions, picture-in-picture version in the description, timer-based version on YouTube. You can sync up with the timer-based version. Beep, beep, timer. Let's go. Damn right. For shizzle. Okay. What if what awakens? Oh, that makes sense. And away we go. The little sister of the girl I murdered? Oh, wow. Oh, wow, the lack of answer. Nice. Alright, I'll hand wave it. Oh, yeah. Okay. Definitely not just gonna let them have a time. Is that gonna block the path? Fuck yeah. Sweet. Fully dead eyes. Is she wearing the bell? Is that what's around her neck? I assume that she's wearing the bell. Just makes sense, right? I wonder if Sakura has emotions, or if she's been fucked up with. Maybe I just associate that with the name Sakura because reasons. Reasons? Reasons. That's a fuckload. Scarf fighting. It's not as good as an elven dance sheet. Elven battle sheet, sorry. What the fuck? Ooh, nice shot. Not enough. Why does she have a sheet over her screen? Do you see that? What? It's going to cost you? Excuse me? That was gross. Yeah, sure. Yeah, no. Definitely not all over. What? What? This isn't real. Out of fucking what? Okay, sure. I'll hand wave it. I don't give a fuck. We don't understand Yomu. That's fine. Straight penguin drum feels, except without any of the feels. Of course. No plan. Alright. Indeed. Oh, jeez. So this is a labyrinth of memories? But where are the memories? Because that would be a solid device for showing each other our truths. Jesus. Jesus. It's just fading into oblivion. Alright. Aw, they're doing the... Aw. Wait, what? No friends. Okay, you've said that before. No friends. Splain. Okay, well then splain. What? Alright. Up we go. Jesus. Yeah, tights have to come off. Awkward. You think? I don't think so. Thing about these kinds of psychological labyrinths is you go deeper. You only can go deeper. Are we in a subway station now? Whoa. Oh, down a different path. It was right there. You just had it. It was easy. Oh, you heard that. Splain. Splain. Ooh, wide. She ended up in a different place. Oh, fuck, it's the place. Oh, fuck, it's the memories. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Really? No, 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 no. No, that's, oh god, that's super not real. Oh, geez, this is horrific. Oh, geez, that is super fun. Oh, geez, what the fuck? That's, I don't know who that is. Oh god, it's her. Alright, this is pretty fucking cool. Okay. Who is Inami Sakura's voice actress? I know that voice. Is that Tsubasa? That's not Nana, is it? No, it's not. That's the Hollow Shadow fam. Oh, jeez. You gonna jump in and do something, half Yomu? Oh. Mo shinderu. Yeah. Okay, this is a place of dreams and memories. Ho. Ho. Something like that. Whoa. Se, I, Soshitsu. Nice. Wow, layers, layers, layers. That was fun. Oh, techniques. Hi, Sakura. Still want to murder us? She's fully anemic. It is raining blood. It is her blood. Everything is melting. Everything dies around. Oh, I see. Everything dies around me. Got it. Cool. Sure. So that is her nature, right? She is poison. She is. There we go. Compassion for the devil. Compassion for the devil. Oh, Jesus. Goodbye. Compassion for the devil. Ooh. No? But fuck being normal. Normal's boring as shit. Okay. Alright. Kyoukai desu? Nope. Okay. Time for you to Yomu out. So it was Sakura, and now it's inside you. Oh, Jesus. What? What? That just happens? Okay. Ah, now he visibly looks like a half Yomu. And he looks exactly... Oh, she's gonna think that she has to kill him. But that won't kill him. It'll kill the Hollow Shadow. That's perfect. Yeah. But you have to face your own self-hatred and stuff. But he won't die. Damn right. Let's go. Fucking do it. But you can't. It's literally all your trauma. All of your trauma. It won't change anything. Thank you. All right, we're back to episode 1. Go a full corrosion. Okay. Trust. Ooh. Do it. She said something? All right. No, pay attention to him. Yeah, stab that thing, then pay attention to him. Jesus. Double Jesus. Uh-oh. Nice. I dig it. That was dope. Oh, hey, again. Holy shit, we did it. Like, we did it, right? That's the gem? Looks real special. Bet that'll pay for a bunch of ramen. Okay, is he alright, and is he... Okay, he's thumbs upping. Thanks, bud. See, I was expecting the pressure of this to force him into... Whoa! Into a half Yomu mode. Holy shit, they are all watching him. Wait. Yeah. Barrier goes up around him. He has to go half Yomu. And they're terrified of it. That's what I was hoping for. Hoto. He's more dangerous than any of them. Fully serious. Serious business. Okay. Build up. Now pay it off. Oh, hi. Show me them eyes. Yeah. Oh! Barrier around the barrier. Got it. Of course, that's been your rule since the beginning. Hmm. Hmm. Elder sister. Got it. The freezing barrier one. Oh, he got something out, and it blew up a mountainside. Okay. Okay. I get why everybody's scared of him. Oh, hi. Why did Izumi seem pleased? Whoa. Okay, compassion. Reversal. Compassion for the devil. Compassion for the devil. Do I look like a normal person? Yeah, flash, 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 flash. Perfect. 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 Nailed it. All right. I'm the real monster. I'm a real monster. Mm-hmm. He's gonna fucking kill you. And he's not even gonna know. You gotta do something. Oh, tell me. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, compassion for the devil. And you are now Spirit Hunter partners. And also, you just saved the world. Holy shit. Hey, alright, alright. Alright, alright. Back into the light. Oh. Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, no. Not dead. Not dead. Yeah. Hug harder. Hug more. Oh. 大丈夫. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I think you'd better fucking do that. Hey, we are eating for real now. Hell yeah. Fuck off. Fuck off, I'm hungry. Wait, what? Wait, what? Somebody else took it. Soka. Ha! That's gonna be a line. How do you even start to answer that question? Alright. 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 Okay. We did it! We did it! We did it. Bond formed. Now set up for next time. Yeah, here we go. What, Aww. Aww. Alright. No, 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 no. Wait. That's preview. Okay, that got real confusing. Whoa! Alright. Alright. Okay. Okay. So fuck the Spirit Hunter Association. Seriously, right? Like big time fuck them. We already had the shots in the previous episode that linked Sakura and what's his face. I actually don't remember that dude's name at all. Dude from Spirit Hunter Association. And also we see them in the OP together and him like training her. How much of this was planned? How much of this was planned? Either to eliminate Mirai, but more likely to eliminate Akihito. How much of this was planned? Weird. Interesting. Weird. 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 Okay. Cool. There's a main thing in this episode, and we actually kind of nailed it in the intro discussion, which is we had all the setup for it. It made a lot of sense that it was going to go this way. We needed the other shoe to drop on Akihito. What I could not have expected was for it to be a visual extravaganza and be really fucking cool looking. That's what I got for this episode. Is it did exactly what I expected it to do. It just did it a little bit better than I expected it to do. There are some things in here that I just don't grok. I just don't get. I don't get the Labyrinth of Memories idea. It feels like a fun idea to just randomly throw out there, but the Labyrinth of Memories had almost nothing to do with memories, and neither of our characters actually explored the memory elements of it, except that, like, Yui was just there, and then was a giant version of Yui, and then was a normal version of Yui, and then was a giant version of Yui again, and then was in a train, but then was in all the reflections on the train, but then was a giant Yui, and then punched the train, and then... What? What? Like, only Sakura actually explores any of their memories, and the only memory that she sees is just seeing Yui again, and then Yui has disappeared. Okay, My only gripe with that is like, why? Why do a labyrinth of memories situation if you're not going to actually engage with memories? It doesn't make any fucking sense. Just like a trap labyrinth is fine, but if you're going to you're gonna add of memories on there, then have the memories be like an important part of it. I think it's visually striking and it creates a really interesting set piece, which is cool. Like this elevator landscape is neato burrito, but it literally doesn't matter at all. It just serves as a fun landscape for them to have, honestly, a very fun form of archetypal interaction where I would call this like close to buddy cop levels of interaction. The bespectacled beauty Fuyukai des situation is like becoming just rote, which isn't a bad thing necessarily. Like repeating it over and over doesn't make it a bad thing. It becomes like a comfortable thing for our characters to say to each other, right? And like a comfortable way for him to deflect an answer in a way that's like still demonstrates that he cares about her. And we're over the course of the episode, we dramatically alter the perspective of the bespectacled beauty thing from being like, I only care about a superficial trait of yours that you don't control, which is like, I'm really into your hair, right? It's fucking what? To like, I see you as this ideal regardless of all the truths that I know about you, right? Because to Akihito, bespectacled beauty is like an ideal on a pedestal, and she is an embodiment of it. And her whole question near the end of like, do I look like a normal person to you? And he responds with, I just see a bespectacled beauty, is saying like, I don't see the parts of you that you hate. I just don't see them, which is genuinely fucking sweet and genuinely really cool. But yeah, this whole little banter segment here, you never asked me to come, you should have told me where you're going, yada yada, and them just yelling back and forth at each other, kind of inanely. There's no bite to it. And that's good. This is like a kindly interaction. And it's here in this moment when the path in front of them goes away that he jumps over the side and is like, fuck, this pisses me off. Me too. And that's neat. It's solid. It works really well. And it's the way that the animation is done. We get a little bit more flowy in this moment. They're like working together, you know? They're bantering at each other, but the truth is what they're acting, the actions that they're taking, and the actions that they're taking are in line, right? It's in this moment that they've swapped from being at odds to being partners. And then over the course of the episode, we do the like emotional justification of that, which is quite solid. Again, as like a spectacle and set piece, this is a cool spectacle and set piece location. This whole place definitely reminds me of a particular library in Penguin Drum for obvious reasons, partly because of Infinity. But then, you know, if we were to bring up that library in Penguin Drum, which maybe half of you have seen, maybe, go watch Penguin Drum. It's really good. It's so fucking good. That library in Penguin Drum directly interfaces with memories. It is like directly that. It is a deep dive into the subconscious and the sleeping soul of our characters, and it's really intriguing because of that. I guess my only gripe is like this turns into an action set piece. Why is it a hall of memories if it's an action set piece when we never actually deal with memories? I don't fucking know. But looking at it for what it is and not what it could be, it's great. It's a cool fucking action set piece. This whole location with the subways and then the giant Yui and all that shit, I made fun of it a little bit earlier, but it's fucking dope. It's super cool and super scary and super dream world. It's totally functioning on dream world dream logic, and that makes perfect sense. So that's really cool, and it just creates a really fucking awesome scene. The whole size thing is horrifying. It's all real scary. We throw the ring. Still don't know if the ring actually does anything, but boom, explosions of boom, and that's pretty dope. So we shatter the thing. There's these growthy shots are horrifying and nice, and I love them. And then where's the shot where this is the shot where we zoom into the hollow shadow and then we totally warp our perspective and shift out from it. This shot in particular grants a sense of scale where you see an object, like if you imagine watching a great mythological titan move, what you would really see or experience before it goes above the clouds is just like mountain shifting as its legs or its footfalls shift, right? It's like a mountain shifting in enormity. And you'd only see like a small portion of that. And that's the vibe that I get from this sequence where we zoom into one portion of the hollow shadow, whatever it is, and then it's like obviously shifting and moving, but we don't know how. And then we see it's this looming gigantic thing, and that's pretty fucking dope. So she goes super longo blade, which is also very cool, very seni soshitsu. And black on red explosion also makes me think Ikuhara, because holy shit, black on red explosion of blood. Wow. This is about as Ikuhara as something could possibly ever be in the universe. It's kind of amazing, actually. Cool. I'm really into it. And then we get this crazy warpification and out through a couple of cool effects. I love popping these layers in, because these are just the layers that make up the scene, but popping them in mountain by mountain is fucking cool and gives a really interesting effect. And that brings us to here, and the Rain of Blood, which just destroys everything around her, and the metaphor of that is not lost on me. This is the power of the Cursed Blood, an ability that corrodes whatever it touches to the core, bringing death. That's what Mirai is. Mirai is poisonous in her own mind. She is toxic to other people. If people get near her, she murders them. That's how she sees herself. So this is her self-image being expressed visually, like literally being expressed in the world here. And it comes later, but I want to mention it now because the secondary metaphor is not lost on me either. She melts everything. He obliterates all evidence of her having melted everything with his explosion of Yomu-ness. I don't know if that's like, I explode things worse than you and so we can get along, or if it's like, none of that shit matters, you can't blow me up, or what, but there's something to that is, there's something there, and I can't quite put my finger on it, but there's something there. She destroys everything inside a wide area, he destroys it even more inside a wider area, because he's fucking crazy powerful. There's something there. Anyway, we move along. Anemia is a thing, and we get our first version of the line. Do I look like a normal person to you? Sympathy for the devil. And this is the line. In my eyes, you're nothing but a bespectacled beauty. None of these things matter. None of these things touch the reasons that I like you, or the reasons that I find you attractive, or the reasons that I care about you. And while the line still focuses on the specs, on the Megane, the feeling of the line does not, right? The feeling of the line is like, you're not this to me. Which is really cool. And we see the corner of her eye. I think this is a great technique. Just the corner of the obscured eye showing shock and pain. It's pretty dope. Yeah, feetsies, explodies, baddies, big baddies, okay. Right. You become so engrossed that you aren't maintaining your form. Fuck me, Yomu can just, like, do this shit. That's so cool. And she just throws her a ball, so apparently this happens all the time. I assume that has to do with being young as a Yomu, because I seems quite young and quite childish, but I don't know. Ooh, I want to go back a moment, just for a second. I need to find, we get, like, one line from Sakura, and I want to hear that line again and see if I can place the voice actress, because I think I can, actually. Nah, I don't think it is. I don't think it's Nana. I'm gonna look up who that voice actress is. No. Kyoukai no Kanata. Inami. Moe Toyota. Yeah, definitely not. Oh, she's Sapphire Kawashima. That's cool. That's super cool. Alright, cool. Yeah, I fucked that up. Alright, whatever. Stop trying to exact revenge. You won't bring your sister back. Right. And here we go. So he is taken over by this thing. It's in a weakened state right now. Please stab me. I won't die. I'm immortal. This makes all the perfect sense. But of course, stabbing someone who's being progressively possessed by the Hollow Shadow is literally what she did and the source of all of her trauma. So we're not even asking her to, like, face the psychological impacts of that trauma, just to repeat it. Just repeat the thing that you hate about yourself the most, which obviously is a bit of a stumbling point. It's a big stumbling block. Right. Killing won't change anything. It won't change anything. It won't actually give you any release, which all is a sentiment that could be applied to Sakura, who seems hellbent on revenge as well. So that's something. And then don't give in to the Hollow Shadow. That is the most interesting line here to me, is like, don't give in to it. It is the thing that's beating you here. It is the thing that's winning by possessing your friends and making you kill them, I guess. Or by having those doubts. That's pretty fucking cool. Yeah, I'm immortal, please stab me, and she stabs him. Nice. And also, please unleash the corrupting boom boom, and he gives her this really horrified smile. Aww. It's, I'm not, it's really aw-y. And then there's some really cool cuts. Almost Gurren Lagann in terms of flowiness and the faciness, and it reminds me of the final fight in Gurren Lagann for this sequence. And then these shards of crystal or something in everything. It's super dope. She becomes a flurry of sword and stuff again, which is awesome. Stabs him through the heart chest place. Stabs him a bunch more. Gets the kill. Fuck yeah. It's just a dope kill scene. It's super cool. And then that thing drops out of the sky. Yeah, we see it drop out of the sky, and it is not the thing that she has later. Cool. So, and then they all arrive, stone-faced, here, ready to kill him, if necessary, if they can. If they can. Big if they can. And she sees the scars on Hiromi's back. That solidly confirms for me that the body we saw laying in the field was Hiromi. Just solid confirmation in my mind. And that was Akihito, like, waking up over him, like, oh shit, I did this. Yeah. Whether they were friends before that situation or not, I don't know. Just don't know. Can't know. Went up against the Hollow Shadow. What the fuck is wrong with you? You might not survive this. And he knows what he's here for, and he looks away. Yeah. Can't make eye contact with Hiromi in this moment, and the barriers go up, and the sequence begins. Let's charge through this sequence. Actually, no, we're not going to. That moment of hesitation reminds me of a previous moment of hesitation, which is something that I just want to point out because it was really fucking good. Oh, it's way in the intro. When he's carrying her. Hey, senpai, who was that? No answer. Just dejected, right? And then deflection. These little moments sell so much. These little character interactions. How did you get in here? Right? That's just deflection, solidly. And it's perfect. Anyway, his Yomu half awakens. We do the barrier thing. It's fucking scary. And he is goddamn dope. But also terrifying and genuinely a monster. The things that are drawn all over him, the little whatchamacallits, they look like cells. They look like, honestly, like plant cells. Because of the square feel of them. You see, we see them more clearly here. Yeah. So, like, yeah, these look like plant cells to me. Obviously, they're probably not. They're something else. But they look like plant cells. They've got nuclei and little, cells and stuff. Okay. Anyway, his eyes are real dope. All of the light and color and special effects and stuff around this whole barrier sequence are amazing. That may be enough, may not be enough to kill him, but he won't truly be able to exist. Just eliminating the space in which he is located. Fuck. That's crazy. And VLC broke for the first time today. Cool. That's all right. We can totally fix that. Boom, we fixed that. Yeah, letting stuff out, explosions of boom, really showing us just how terrifying this half Yomu is and how everyone else around him has to be on their toes. whenever he's around, you know? So she flashes through these memories. I didn't understand a single thing about you, does this wonderful run up to this monster who will murder her without a second thought, and embraces him in a gigantic fucking hug. Glorious. Glorious. Just really awesome. Brings him out of the thing and still is holding on to him desperately here in this moment. Thaw. Thaw. And then he shows up and does a very classic bad guy thing, which is just like, I guess it's time for me to leave here. Looks like my plans did not work out. So that's something. And then she's trying to unanemia, and they have some really cute moments, and they are really cute moments. And then he walks away. Do I look like a normal person to you? No, just a bespectacled. Oh no, do I look like a normal person to you? And then nothing but an ill-mannered guy who's obsessed with glasses. So now we've solidified both sides of that relationship, and it's a cute banter thing that they can do at each other when it's not actually the way that their relationship is defining itself. It's just a superficial layer. It makes perfect sense and is so right on the money for cuteness, and I love it. And then the little cute, like, put some of her food on his plate is... Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. Okay, so there's episode 4. This one's probably going to be titled Compassion for the Devil, because, duh. It seems to make a lot of sense. Both of them are devils in their own minds, and to those around them to some extent, and both of them have compassion and love for each other. Fuck yes. Do not dislike, much like. I'm going to quickly look at ANN for the staff. Yeah, ANN Kyoukai no Kanata. I just want to know for episode 4. I do believe that episode 5 is Naoki Yamada, so we'll be looking forward to that next week. But episode 4, Yasuhiro Takemoto on storyboard, Yasuhiro Takemoto on episode direction, and Takemoto also did episode 2, so we've already looked into that. And Takemoto, rest in peace again. You just have to, has been a huge part of what makes a lot of KyoAni shows fantastic, including but not limited to like Hibike and Tomoko and this and Liz and all sorts of other things. Yeah. Yeah. So, a few other things that have been kind of confirmed to us are feelings about the literature club and about Mitsuki Nase being just an observer, which she has said to us, but we didn't know to what extent. Now they make sense. He's a horrifyingly dangerous Yomu thing, so she's there to watch. Makes perfect sense. Did they know that his interactions with Mirai would lead him to be more likely to reveal/release his Yomu side? Probably. I think that's a safe bet. And the whole stay away from her probably has something to do with that. Unless there's a story element that's just completely not talked about at this point yet, which is maybe there's some kind of interaction between people of her blood and people who are half Yomus. Maybe it causes something weird to happen, and that's particularly dangerous. But that seems like a stretch. It seems like we'd have some level of setup for that. But then again, it would seem like we'd have some level for setup on, like, Yomu can put you into a mind palace, but we didn't. It just happens. And that's a little weird that just happens. But it's again, I said it while it was happening. I was like, well, this seems a little, I'll just hand wave it. It doesn't matter. Because it doesn't really matter. If we did go deeper into that than just using it as a cool action set piece, then maybe I'd have more of a gripe with it. But at the moment, any of the things that feel irksome to me are totally hand-waveable. This relationship between these characters has been slow burny, but it's been building up to this point. This is like the real start of the story to me. Our characters are aligned. Our characters have found some common ground where they can interact and understand each other. And now it's a situation where, like, they're no longer enemies of each other. Now they can look out into the world and see what's going on there. And we have the beginnings of setup for that. And the final scene, the after credit scene for this episode continues to add on to that. So we've got this dynamic where the Nase clan is one element of spirit hunting and are on thin ice, you might say, with the Spirit Hunter Association, which now contextualizes that whole experience and the interactions between Izumi Nase and the Spirit Hunter dude as being kind of threatening. Like, that tension that we felt that was underlying those scenes now has more of a name to it. It's a little bit more clear than just this vague nebulous tension. I think that's pretty fucking cool. So again, what I think is going on here is like our characters have been at each other for a little while, and now that they're kind of together, they can look out into the world and see the problems there, and determine what's wrong there, and then fight something bigger than them together as a force that is bigger than them, right? Cool. Yeah. And then the money from the Hollow Shadow will be enough to keep the association in check for a while. That's interesting. So I get the idea that this association is some sort of like more on the order of like a newfangled industry that's trying to manage yokai-ness and probably has some evil to it. Whereas the Nase's, while they're mysterious and kind of dark and don't seem terribly on our side at the moment, they maybe represent a more traditional understanding of Yomu and like a way of making the world work with them, you know? I don't know. I don't know. In any case, this was a pretty solid episode. It did, again, exactly the thing that I wanted it to. And then, let's see, the whole action set piece here is really cool. There are a bunch of great backgrounds over the course of the episode, outside. Like, we get this one shot of Hiroomi. I don't remember where it is, but we get this shot of him against this, like, purple-blue sky, and that's really cool. All of the special effects and stuff are super dope. And just the whole mood of the episode is pretty well nailed. It's just right. It's just right. Cool. Great. Solid episode of Kyoukai no Kanata. I'm solidly looking forward to next episode, which is, again, directed by Naoki Yamada. Makes me think that we'll have an action light episode that will maybe be more exploring on character stuff, and I'm super into it. That sounds like exactly the thing to do after our characters have found some common ground. Maybe they go on a date or something, or like we spend some time at school and like we introduce Mirai into the literature club and figure out all the weird dynamics there when there are all these existing very weird dynamics between the Nases and Akihito. Now we introduce Mirai into that system and things get all fucked. That sounds great. Sounds perfect to me. I would expect a character focused episode from Yamada. Although I would never decline the possibility of an action-focused episode directed by Naoki Yamada, because I have no idea what that would ever look like. Just zero clue. It just does not line up, and I would love to see it happen. But I would expect a character-focused episode next time, and I'm here for it. I'm into it. Okay, I think that's a wrap. I've been Teeaboo. This has been Kyoukai no Kanata, or Kara no Kyoukai no Kanata no Astra. The book, the light novel, the movie, the anime, the manga. The movie of the manga of the anime of the light novel of the book, the anime. Episode 4. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have, and I hope to catch you next week for the next one. If you want the next week's reaction a little bit early, it'll be up on Patreon sometime today when this goes live on YouTube, so check that out if you want to. And I'll see you later. Peace.